Welcome to 5-Minute Bedtime Stories, brought to you by TaleBot, your child's AI storyteller. Want to create a bedtime story for your child? Visit talebotai.com/create. Now, let's sit back and enjoy the story.
Maureen's magical journey through the sensory kingdom. A special bedtime story for Maureen. Once upon a time, in a cozy little house nestled amongst the trees, lived a curious and imaginative 7-year-old girl named Maureen. Maureen loved exploring the world around her, always seeking new adventures and discoveries. Every night, just before bed, Maureen's mother would read her a special bedtime story. But tonight was different. Tonight, Maureen's imagination was about to take her on an extraordinary journey. As her mother tucked her into bed, Maureen's eyes landed on a peculiar book placed on her nightstand. Its title read See, Touch, Feel, a First Sensory Book. Maureen's excitement grew as her mother explained that this book was unlike any other she had read before. It was a book that would transport her into a world of textures, colors, and magical surprises. With wide eyes and a heart full of wonder, Maureen's fingers traced the embossed letters on the book's cover. She opened it to the first page, and a burst of enchantment filled the room. Maureen found herself standing in a vibrant kingdom, where the air hummed with the whispers of imagination. In this sensory kingdom, Maureen discovered that each page of the book held a new adventure. The first page was filled with fluffy white clouds, and as Maureen reached out to touch them, she felt the softness tickle her fingertips. She closed her eyes, and suddenly, she was floating among the clouds, giggling as they gently carried her through the sky. As she turned the page, Maureen found herself in a meadow filled with colorful flowers. Each flower had petals with raised textures. Maureen gently touched them, feeling the velvety smoothness of a rose, the bumpy ridges of a sunflower, and the feathery softness of a daisy. With every touch, the flowers bloomed larger and larger until they surrounded Maureen, dancing in a kaleidoscope of hues. The next page brought Maureen into a bustling forest, where trees whispered secrets and vibrant leaves swirled in the wind. She followed a finger trail that led her deeper into the heart of the forest, discovering hidden creatures along the way. She stroked the rough bark of an old oak, felt the slimy skin of a friendly frog, and even tickled the soft fur of a playful squirrel. The forest came alive with joy as Maureen's touch awakened its magical inhabitants. Maureen turned another page and found herself in a musical wonderland. She saw a shiny drum waiting to be played. With a twinkle in her eye, she tapped the drum, and a rhythmic beat filled the air. The sound grew louder and louder until Maureen found herself in the midst of a grand parade. She marched alongside a lively band, playing her drum with gusto and spreading joy to everyone she passed. Just when Maureen thought her adventure couldn't get any more remarkable, she turned to the final page. And there, staring back at her, was a shiny mirror reflecting her own beaming smile. Maureen gazed into the mirror, marveling at how each adventure had awakened a different sense within her. With a heart full of gratitude, Maureen closed the book, feeling a warmth spread through her entire being. She hugged the book close to her chest, knowing that its enchanting pages would forever hold a special place in her heart. As Maureen's eyes grew heavy and sleep began to kiss her eyelids, she whispered a heartfelt thank you to the sensory kingdom for the magical journey it had taken her on. And with dreams filled with joy and wonder, Maureen drifted off into a peaceful slumber, ready to embrace the adventures that awaited her in the morning. Remember, my dear Maureen, that the world is full of wonders waiting to be explored, and your imagination is the key that unlocks their magic. Sleep tight, dream big, and let your heart guide you on the most extraordinary journeys. The end.
Thank you for joining us on this enchanting journey. If you enjoyed tonight's story, remember, the magic doesn't have to end here. Craft your own adventure with TaleBot by visiting talebotai.com/create. And as a special treat, use the coupon code TALE99 at checkout to get your bedtime story for just 99 cents, instead of the usual $2.99. Sweet dreams, and until our next tale.